Hey everyone, Brew here. Welcome to another Raid Faction Wars video. As you know, guys, I've been going over each and every one of these factions, doing stage 21 as I have completed Faction Wars, all the levels up to 21 with all of the factions that are currently available. So 819 stars were received and all the rewards with them. So for this one, we're going over the Orcs, as I said, and I'm going to explain which champions were useful for me. And of course, if you do have some of the other ones that I did not have, then those will also be useful for you, especially the legendaries being Warlord and Angar here. These are two very good legendaries, but of course are void. So if you don't have them, then it's fine. You can still beat it. Don't worry about it. I did use Krila, and I did use my Grohag the Bloodied. Yeah, that's a surprise because Grohag is considered one of the worst legendaries in the game, but not so much in the faction wars, and I'll show you why once we go there in the fight. So overall, guys, very useful champions for this faction wars, especially stage 21 will be Krila. Krila was the first fragment summon for everyone. I really hope everyone got her, and if somebody didn't, then it's unlucky, but I hope we get more events in the future where she will be available again for a fragment summon. So definitely useful, and because she goes very good in tandem with Seer, she provides some buffs, and then Seer can just remove them. The Nuki potential there is just huge, and you're gonna see it in action once we go there to stage 21. Next up, of course, Zargala was fantastic in stage 21 just because of her ability to clear the waves with that A2 and A3, both very good moves. Applying a defense down also on that A3 just makes it so much easier for us just trying to go through the faction wars. For me especially, guys, because I did not have Warlord or maybe Angar or Robar, I found my experience in the faction wars quite more difficult, but any of these three will make it so much easier for you. Don't worry about it though, because the key here in faction wars 21 is not any of these champions in my opinion, it's Vrask. Vrask definitely carried my team in stage 21 once we reached the boss stage. That's where the hard part was, actually reaching the boss. And then with Vrask, because of his unique kit, you could actually just beat down the boss much easier because you kept your allies alive, and I'll show you why. So guys, Vrask's passive is called Cannibalism. Heals all allies by 10% of his max HP when he inflicts a critical hit. That means that you just need him to be very high in terms of max HP and then 100% crit. That's what you need on him, and some speed, of course, so he can get more hits in. More hits means more heals, basically. So you don't need to max out his A1 or A2. His A1 is great because it also fills his champion's turn meter by 20%. So you're already going to be at 100% crit. This will give you another 20% turn meter. It's just going to be a great way for you to recover that turn meter when you hit with that A1. I do recommend going with A1 instead of A2 if you're doing this on manual. But if you're doing it on auto, he's going to be doing some A2. So it's just going to be fine. It's just an attack there. Nothing special with this. He also has increased ally defense in dungeons by 33% if you want to use him somewhere else. But his power lies in his passive in the faction wars. Finally, guys, some other champions that I found useful is, of course, Shaman. Shaman is one of the champions that does have a revive, and she will be definitely helpful for you in the faction wars if you don't have a champion like a Vrask. Shaman was available for us free to play. I hope you didn't feed her. I hope she stayed in your vault. I actually fed mine, but I did get one later on. But I decided not to level her up. I leveled up Vrask instead because I knew his power and I didn't need a revive. So another great champion, it's gonna be, of course, Ultimate Gallic. Ultimate Gallic was available through the Prime package many months ago. So if you didn't get him there and you got him through a shard, again, he's still gonna be so great. You're gonna need to have an attack up for him to be at his 100% of potential. So that Krila is definitely also an MVP here, not required. But in terms of legendaries, she is just fantastic. When you don't have, the S tier legendaries, which especially Warlord is an S tier everywhere. So yeah, these are the champions I did find very useful. I didn't use any of the rares or uncommons. I didn't find any use by these ones. So maybe Iron Clan can be used there for his heal. Heal damage, basically whenever he gets healed, he actually inflicts damage. So this can be somewhat good with Vrask. But instead, I chose to go with epics, and my two legendaries there. Actually, my Grohag is level 50. Let's go over to stage 21, and I'll show you guys how the fight basically goes and how I went around beating it. Right, guys, we're ready to go in. Let's just go in with the team. I'll explain what the team does just throughout the fight in this stage 21. So here we're going to do the A2 from Krila. A2 is the mass attack. It's a stun guaranteed, but then it's a random attack to some other guy, some other enemy in the enemy team. So here we buff up. So we apply weaken, hopefully, to everybody. There we go. So next up, we need the defense down. There we go on everyone. That's good. So we've got a defense down, a weaken. You know what it means. It's time to nuke with that seer. I could use my A3 here, but instead I'm not going to use the A3 just yet. I don't think I need it to just clear these guys. I think I'm just okay with the shield buff and all the other buffs that I have right there. There we see we actually got 3 of them down, and 1 of them is going to go down next. So Growhack's A3, by the way, this is why he's so good. Attacks 1 enemy and steals the target's thermometer. That's just great, especially during the boss. So here we actually had to break that sleep. So we're gonna go in there with the A1s, which reduce thermometer, or just hopefully get her down. Going with A1s between waves helps you just refresh your cooldowns. And here we're ready to go. So I want to try and stun this one. Hexia, she got buffed recently, and I think she hits even harder now, which is just the worst for me. So weaken on 4 of them, that's fine. I mean, it's fine. It's not all 5. Let's try again a stun on somebody. There we go. This is stun because of the stun set, by the way, not for anything else. Steal that thermometer. Great. Now we go with the AoE that Krila does have. Not that much damage because of no defense down, but it's still good. Should I go with that A3 right now? I actually want to wait. Hopefully I'll wait another turn. Hopefully we can get a defense down. That's what I want. I don't want to use it without a defense down because it's just going to take them to half. Now, I mean, he's the best choice. Now we've got all those buffs. See, we've got all those buffs and defense down. So it's definitely going to be an easy clear. I was just waiting for the right chance there. Look at that. Easy clear. Seer just does what Seer does on buffs. So a fantastic clear time here. And nobody got touched there. So now the important thing about this, guys, is to control the 2 ads there. Once you control the ads, you should be fine in terms of the boss. We don't really apply many debuffs there, but I'm not going to use any other buffs here. Hopefully, actually the boss will actually steal all my buffs. So if I did have Seer's A3, it would be so much better now. So I'm going to try and delay this boss from taking a turn. Yeah, he didn't actually steal the buffs. I don't know what happened there. We want to get this guy. I think this guy applies a provoke, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's the provoke. 2 turns provoke is just insane. We won't be able to hit the boss. So look at that damage from the boss to everyone. But Vrask is where he becomes so good with the healing. So he heals for 6.5k, remember, guys? And we don't have a cleanse. We don't have any other way. It's fine that everybody's hitting with their basic. I really want to steal this boss's thermometer. So let's just give me a boost there. Oh, look at that. We're so low there. So low. That's why we need. That's why we need Vrask here. So imagine if I wasn't so low. If I had Warlord, this would be just a shield on everyone and everything would be fine and great. Look at that Seer just going in there. Let's go with A1 again. 6.5k healing. Everybody is almost back up again. We're saving that Growhack's A3 because we definitely need that thermometer steal. Just in case we've got like too many buffs on us. Oh, look at that. That was a big attack. Okay, let's just retry. So guys, we reached the boss again. Like 2 minutes to reach the boss with this team is just great. Let's go for the provoke guy. So we stun him with Krila, then everybody just mass attacks there. So we get an extra turn on Seer. That's great. And now the boss will be doing his move, which is attacks all enemy, steals all buffs from each enemy. So she's gonna steal our buffs. So that's always great not to have our buffs on everybody uh, when we're ready for the boss to take his turn. So we're just gonna wait there for the boss to actually take his turn, or we actually steal his turn meter with Grow Hack. I think I'm not gonna steal the turn meter. I'm gonna let him take a turn, do his thing, just try and steal everything. He actually did his damage first, then he tried to steal the buffs. He couldn't do it because he did too much damage. He took off the shield, I think, maybe. Then we go with our weekend. Let's heal up with Vrask, because Vrask is just amazing. Here, 6.5k heals, and that can even go way higher depending on how much max HP you have. Look at that. Terminator Steal from Growhag. He basically makes that 5-turn cooldown to a 4-turn cooldown when you actually use it when the boss is at almost max Terminator. So that's why it's so good. There we go. We need to kill one of these two, hopefully soon. And let's go for the stun on the other guy. So both of the ads are stunned. That's great when you've got control there. There's a speed down on the boss. And then we go for the AoE. Look at that. 270k. And once we take down the ad, it should be much easier to take down the boss. Extra turn there. I do think if I had Growhag at level 60, this could have been an auto team. I really think this because if Growhag was much healthier, then I wouldn't need to micromanage my team in terms of the healing and everything. So look at how much health everybody has, but they're gonna fill up back with Vrask, and that all ally attack when Vrask goes in there and attacks. It's random, of course. He also heals back everyone again. So Growhag needs one more turn to get his turn meter manipulation. So we're not gonna use our buff removal just yet. We're gonna use it on the next turn. Let's see here. Look at that damage. Going in there for the attack. Hopefully Growhag gets another turn. We'll see about that. Oh, Seer lost her turn. That was so bad. Hopefully she gets a turn. I don't want the buffs to be on me right before the boss goes and takes his turn. Look at all that. Look at all that health removal. So I'm gonna wait for the boss to actually go and then use my all ally attack. Can actually steal here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna steal the turn meter. And then, by the way, be careful once the boss reaches 20%. That's when he exchanges HP. He's very similar to the Knights. I think he's the same exact boss as the Knights Revenant boss. So that's why I'm micromanaging right now. Don't want to do any buffs on my team. There's the shield buff. That's fine. Everybody's back at full health. I don't think anybody will die from the next time the bosses takes a move. So what he'll do is he'll attack, then steal the buffs, and then transfer all debuffs. So it's just great. Okay. Take your turn. Be done with it. Look at all that damage on us. Good thing about Vrask is that he countered there. He basically healed our team. He healed back everyone. So let's just go right on the boss right now. Let's put on our buffs. Let's do our all ally attack there just to get that healing going. Look at the boss's health. I wanna let the boss go and take a turn. Look at that. He took a turn. So on his next turn, if he's still under 20%, he's gonna go with this move. But if we actually manage to nuke the boss, then he won't be able to look at that. Everybody was feared. We couldn't take a turn. So he did his A3 again because we couldn't just drop his HP. I think we're good. I think we'll be able to nuke the boss. You're gonna see we buff everybody. Should be okay. Oh, look at that. Can we steal some Terminator with Grow Hack? There we go. That's what I wanted to see. And then hopefully the next move will actually take down the boss. It's gonna be a bit risky, I think. because not so many buffs in our team. Just go with A1. Thought it was going to be a bit risky. I'll go with that A2 there. I want to get some healing on everybody before he does that. Then defense down. Then how much damage is this going to do? Is that going to be enough? There we go. 180k. 7 minutes and 50. It's not my best time, obviously, because I was just going through the walkthrough. And this is how you beat the boss with the level 50 grow hack. Definitely that A3 is also clutch. Vrask there. 1 million healing. Seer there that does what Seer does. 1.8 million damage. Krila. Really good. And Zergala there. Mostly MVP because of her defense down. And yeah, her stun through that stun set. Anything with an AoE and a stun set just could do the same, but the defense down definitely helps. Defense down on weekend just make this go so much more smoother than the Night Revenant. Right, guys, thanks a lot for watching this Faction Wars 21 video. If you did like this, if you did find it helpful for your Orcs stage 21, leave a like down below, subscribe if you haven't already. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. See ya!